Yes, this. Do you hear the singing? I'm gonna let him come. You know what, Miss Lawrence, come on in while your tunes play. It will never, never, never bring you down. You will always, always be
Be around.
mine. Yes,
They can never bring you down.
that. Are you kidding me,
I'm
brother?
telling you, they can never.
You better come into the room. Yes, that's how
Hey,
you clock in.
brother.
Hey, brother, it's so good to see your face. Do you understand what honest? Okay, you're my brother. I love you dearly, dearly. You already know that, and I will support you to the end of the world. But this song on its own, like, is giving me all the life I need. Like,
Good.
it's so good. It's so
Thank you.
good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm
Oh,
proud of you. Thank
oh,
you for allowing me on your platform.
are
Like,
you?
no, because you yourself have really you blossomed into this thing. When I first met you, you wasn't interviewing the people and digging all, getting all you blossomed yourself. I'm extremely
Thank you.
inspired and impressed. So I'm honored that
Oh,
you've allowed me on here. Like when you interviewed Relish, I was just stuck.
oh,
Even with him, it's just it's good
it's
to see. It's good to be a part of.
It is, and I think even this time and what it's revealing is like what Mother was saying. So many people's other gifts and people are blossoming in other ways, and you're able to really see kind of the direction that people are trying to go, and that they're really willing to risk taking that next step. Which again, bringing you on here is
I think
is that.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think what this time and this space has the way it served us, the positive out of it is it's made us be one with self. And that is, it's made us explore ourselves on a deeper level because we have not been able to have any outside distractions because we've been stuck in the house. And so I think a part of it is very healing that we've been able to sit with ourselves, be creative, be geniuses like you are, and
Yeah.
just do and do our work, put our artistry out. So, that's if you had to find a positive out of this whole uh part of this vortex that we're in, it would be that.
Yes, that part. Do you think that you would have released this? Were you planning to release this
I knew
now?
I was going to release it, but I did not know when. I was just sitting on it. I've had a habit of always just being in my head, thinking things aren't good enough, and oh no, maybe I want to go back and redo this. I don't know when is the time right. Da 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 da. And being quarantined and socially distancing myself from everything as we've all been doing, that was challenging, especially at the very beginning. Like
Hmm.
I just said, sitting here, just having to be with you, feel like I felt like nothing was being accomplished. I'm like, well, wait, I have stuff that I've done. I got some art that I want to put out, but you know what? Let me just do it. Let me just release it because it was weighing heavy on me. And I'm like, let me just let this out. Let me let this go.
Ooh,
And people like Bevy, people like Relish, the
give it
family,
to the
my
people. Yeah.
friends. I got some of my see some of my former clients that are on here that even
Hey,
now
client.
support me. Shouts out to Sharonda that support me and is like just
Hey,
go.
Sharonda.
And and yeah, so that's how Say Her Name came out,
Oh
literally.
my gosh. I love that. Okay, so wait. We're gonna get to say her name. It's amazing. You sing your face off. You're sing
Thank you.
got it. But you just mentioned your clients and okay, so again, just talking about the fact that you have many different talents. So you started off, I mean, you've been singing your whole life, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell me about your earliest, like your early singing days before. Were you singing before you did hair?
Yeah, so I started singing when I was a child. I was singing in nursery school and the little, the children's choirs and leading praise and worship songs at church and all that kind of stuff. I traveled a lot as a singer. I sang with a few gospel groups when I was younger, in
Really?
like my, you know, early teenage years. But I abandoned it because I wasn't doing it as myself. And at that time, I honestly didn't know who I was. I didn't develop a real self awareness until I got in the beauty industry. But being in various gospel groups and singing and all this kind of stuff at church, I was doing it just because I could use my voice, but it wasn't really serving me because I didn't know who I was. I felt lost and it felt very cold. And so I got into the beauty industry, I would say around the age of like 15, 16 years old. And I learned that was an industry where you could be extremely free and you can explore all of you, and there's no judgment there. It's a place. The beauty industry is a place and has been a place of refuge, not just for the people that serve in it, but the people that come there for refuge to, to make themselves more beautiful inside and out. And it helped me. That's why I learned who Miss Lawrence was, because of just being very explorative and learning the culture of women and what the culture of women did to me, edifying me in such a way because of my talents. And that is what led me to, to where I am now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and let you go there before I get into how I came to television. That's what
okay. Okay. All right. Wait for me. I'm coming with you.
I don't want to rush your interview.
I'm coming with you. Okay. Okay. So is that when you discovered Miss Lawrence was in the beauty industry? Miss Lawrence came to be. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. And how did that even feel? I just feel like a lot of your choices, even the choice to, I know you said that, you've been sitting on this single, but a lot of your choices in terms of the pivots that you made are bold choices. And I think even the idea of calling yourself Miss Lawrence and standing in that, firmly in that, is a bold choice as well. So I'm going back to that because I just want to touch on like how that felt and then how that started to shape how you moved in the world.
I didn't start calling myself Miss Lawrence. I'm a little dark. I didn't start calling myself Miss Lawrence. People started calling me Miss Lawrence down here in the ATL. Being a hairstylist and being a very talented hairstylist. I mean, I'm gonna give myself my role.
Give yourself, okay.
One of the most sought after down here, darling.
Okay.
The girls used to get life, and I was very, very. I've always been extremely in tune with my feminine side. Even back when I was singing in the churches and all that kind of stuff, I would put on a lip gloss, child. I would put a little extra something here and there, try and sneak it in. I was always very in tune and aware of my femininity, and so that just kind of like magnified itself, or amplified itself when I was in the beauty industry. And so I would have clients, my beauty industry colleagues, and everybody was like, "Hey, Miss Lawrence," it just started like as a thing, And so I'm like, "Yeah, Miss." They're like, "Oh, that's Miss Lawrence." Yeah, Miss Lawrence. And so later, when I got into reality TV, that they knew me as Miss Lawrence because I started there with a client who was Sheree. She always called me Miss Lawrence, and so that's how they got introduced to me as Miss Lawrence. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so so as I was doing my research, I looked on Wikipedia and it kept saying she on the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Do you have a gender pronoun preference in that regard?
No, honey, I don't get into that. I just call me whatever. It's and I guess
because I was just like, because even when I was looking, I was like, I call him brother, and we do it brother, sister, but it's whatever. But I was like, I don't want to be disrespectful on the public platform.
The new term, that the new language is gender non-conforming or non-binary or whatever. I honor both sides of me, the man and the woman, and that's just okay. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I don't go by a specific pronoun.
Got you.
I do live by respect though, and I expect it.
Hello? Everything to me. I do live by respect. Period. And that's just that on period. Okay. So now let's get into this. Okay, so hair. Hair was your initial love and where you found success. And then from there, so the Housewives things just kind of happened by way of, again, just, one of your clients.
I was minding my business.
Minding your business.
I was minding my business. I was doing hair, giving it 110% of myself, sharing my gifts, my talents.
And you had a salon as well, right?
I'm sorry?
You had a salon.
Yes, I had a salon. Mm-hmm. But I got my salon after Housewives. But anyway, Yeah, I was a hairstylist. I was, you know, I was given, I nurtured that gift and gave it everything that I have. I taught people, I planted a lot of seeds in it, and that led to, me garnering a certain level and type of clientele that ushered me into the entertainment atmosphere. Yeah.
Got you. Did you want to be in entertainment ever? Like, or were you fine at your salon and like you said, I'm minding my business? Or was there
Yeah.
an inkling of like, I want to
Going
explore
back
this?
to when I was young, I used to always want to sing. I used to, think that I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be a music artist and all this kind of thing. Again, I abandoned that industry because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I would fit in it. It felt very cold,
Mm.
and back then, you talking years ago, they wasn't gonna let no little young black queen child walk around with purses. And back then, I used to wear big curly hair and stuff. I used to carry Juicy Couture
Wait.
sweatsuits, jogging suits. Baby, I used to carry, honey.
Teenage, like in those young teenage years, you did.
Oh my God, yes.
You
Oh
were
yeah.
always, you were always.
Only time I looked somewhat butch was when I was at a church in a tuxedo or in a suit or singing. That was it. That was it. So you can imagine that was like extremely uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. I had to go to the house of the Lord where that's where I'm supposed to feel the most refuge, and I had to be something else. No. So I left all that alone. I went to the beauty industry. And that's when I just let loose, honey. I was playing around in makeup. It was a fool because I didn't know how to do my own makeup. It was a fool. But I'd be 5 or 6 shades lighter, sometimes 5 or 6 shades darker, honey.
You know what? You got to
Didn't
figure it
really know
out.
how to put on a lash. That shit be crooked. But anyway,
But look at you now.
Huh?
I said, but look at you now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It takes patience. It
Patience,
takes
okay?
challenging yourself. You got to learn, But anyway, so minding my business and honoring exactly who I was and accepting my individuality and all of that and all of my expressions. That is what, I think that's what did it. And that's always my message to a lot of people, especially youth that I'll go out and talk to from time to time, whenever I can, is that just honor who you are and nurture the thing that you have in front of you. Whatever that gift is, nurture it, don't keep it to yourself, give it all. And it's those gifts that will make room for you. I had no idea I would end up on television. That was not my goal. Even when I got offered to be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was very nonchalant about it because I didn't really care. I was like, okay, you want me to do your hair and they gonna film it? Okay, fine. I do hair anyway, so it wasn't no cheese. You know what I'm saying? But that led to people like Andy Cohen who appreciated my wit, appreciated my my personality, and I stayed on there for a little while, and then I got into Fashion Queens, and that is when that is when me and Bevy actually became, became family. She became mother,
And she became mother. That's when I met you. Yes, it was like I remember Mother was getting that gig, and it was like, oh, the housewives people are gonna be on here, and it was like, okay, let's see what that's gonna be. And then we was like, oh, we love him. We love everything.
And so, then that led to being on Fashion Queens. That was another elevated platform that garnered the attention of a lot more people, like Ali Daniels, who Bevy who's friends with, and connected the dots there. It turns out that he was already a fan of Fashion Queens, and I had met him prior in LA, and he approached me at a restaurant and was like, I'm Lee Daniels, da 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 da. I watched your show. I love it. I'm very close friends with Bevy. Let her know you met me. And that's just how it went. So
okay, wait. Take me back to even Fashion Queens. Like even that transition from okay, you're kind of on Housewives to now it's like, oh, we want to build a show around you. We want you to be one of the main cast members of this show. How was that? How was that experience?
Fashion Queens?
Yeah, Fashion Queens.
Yeah, you said how was it?
Yeah, like I mean, it was your show. This is your show. So again, that's kind of like your official.
Let me tell you what I was doing at the time. At the time, because I ain't gonna make no money on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't know that I was supposed to, because again, I was just doing me.
Yeah.
And I've always been a hustler. I'm successful hairstylist, but I always wanted more. I decided to take an insurance course. Me and two of my friends, we're like, girl, let's go. We should go get our insurance license, because they be making coins in that insurance industry. Always a set. I'm
always a set.
What's the new set? What's the new insurance, bitch? Girl, let's go. Let's go get educated. Let's go get certified. I'm literally sitting in an insurance class. My mouth's a little dry, and I have to drink wine to fix it. That's so horrible. Anyway, I'm literally sitting in an insurance class, and I get a phone call from Andy Cohen. It was a 917 number, so I stepped out to answer it. I'm like, bitch, anytime, when you from the South, 404, and you see a 917, a 212, bitch, a 616, a 310, on one of them area codes from LA and New York, bitch.
818.
You go answer that call. So I answered. I'm like, hello, hi, Lawrence. Hi, it's Andy Cohen. And I'm like, I thought it was one of my friends playing with me. I was like, bitch, stop playing on my phone. What the fuck do you want? He was like, it's Andy Cohen. I was like, well, if this is Andy, then keep talking. Let me know you, Andy. He kept talking. I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I thought you was somebody playing on my phone, and da 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 da. And then he said as though, he laughed about it. He thought it was funny. And he applauded me for some work that I had done. Myself and Derek J had done like this little one-time special on Bravo called Real Hairstylists Tell All, and it had crazy ratings. I mean, it was insane. And and he was applauding me and giving me my roses for that. And he said, I've been thinking about this show idea. It would be a topical show about fashion and pop culture and stuff. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. And I'm like, you Andy Cohen calling me about? I'm interested in whatever the hell
ever you talk about. Like,
what I'm interested in. Yes. What's the T? Where is the dotted line? Then he said, he's like, do you know Bevy? Do you know Bevy Smith? I was like, yeah, because I had met Bevy at I had done backstage commentary or backstage something for BET Rip the Runway, and she did red carpet hosting, and that's where we initially met. And I was like, yeah. I said, we've been around each other, and I've met her. Well, I'm thinking about you, Bevy Smith, and I'm thinking about Derek J. And I said, okay. I said, I think that Bevy and Derek already had a really good really good relationship. I'm like, I'm with it. I mean, I don't care who you say you want. I'm here. I say yes. I'm here. So
I say yes. Yes.
I say yes. And so that's how that happened. So that's how that that went. And then Bevy called me after they got the ball rolling. Bevy called me and officially introduced herself, but not herself. She introduced herself as mother. Okay. She made it very clear. So I'm the one with the vagina.
I'm the one with the vagina. Hi, I'm Bevy Smith.
So, and so that's how that happened. And first day of Fashion Queens, first table read, first everything. It was just magnetic. It was like magic. It was divine. To this day, it's very special, very, very special.
Of course,
and it was needed. The world needed it. I don't know if they were ready, but the world needed it. They actually were ready because we had a very loyal fan base. A show that came on Sundays at 11:30. I think we were
11:30.
11:30, hitting a million viewers.
Yes,
that's unheard of.
People were staying up to watch the Fashion Queen.
That's unheard of.
Yes, and the Gag Award
on a Sunday night. You got Monday morning, which is the worst. Everybody hates Monday mornings. You got Monday morning, but people stayed up 11:30 at night on Bravo to watch our show.
It was everything. It was amazing. What did you learn from that experience that you carried into your next experience, like with Empire that goes into that? But what did you learn at Fashion Queens that you think was a major key?
Oh, to let go of walls, to let go of to just let go and to just be, to not be afraid. coming on the Fashion Queens, I was extremely. I'm still somewhat of an introvert, but back then it was just like I want to work and that's it. I want to work. I want to make coins. I want to go shop and that's it. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to. I know I don't want to meet you. I want to do those things. And I have to say, Bevy is the one who kind of broke me out of that shell, and it propelled me to be able to do what I'm doing now. And had it not been for the whole Fashion Queens experience, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I would be sitting here talking to you as somebody that just released their first single as an independent artist and have been on several primetime network television shows and just finished a
Okay.
motion picture movie. Shall I go on?
Shall I go on? Yes, you
You
shall.
know,
Okay. Everything to me. Okay, and you know what? Let's get there. I'm gonna keep moving because there's so much
I'm not
that we
trying to
still
rush you.
have
I'm
to
just
cover.
talking. Go ahead, baby.
No, but I'm even looking at the time. I'm like, ooh. Okay, so then you have your Empire debut, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how was that? That was your first time like acting on TV, right?
Yep.
How did that come about? How did that feel? Give me that before
So,
Star.
um, while we were doing Fashion Queens, we always joked around and went in each other's dressing rooms and stuff. Well, Bevy actually the only one who had a full dressing room. Me and Derek shared like the green room where we would do our catering, which is fine. You know, she's mother. Give the queen
She's
her space.
mother. Yes. She's the one
So
with the
I was
vagina.
always, as soon as I was dressed, when I was dressed and ready for set, we would go in the bedroom. You know, she was always last, child. She was always cussing out Shelly or Mimi or somebody. Honey. Anyway,
Or me.
or you, right? And I remember going to her room one day, and I did a impromptu improv of Cookie Lyons and Jamal Lyons. And she was recording me. And I was just, I'm just acting silly, just killing time. And she sent it to Lee. And she tells Lee, hire this girl. And now prior to that, you know, let's say maybe, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year prior is when I had first met him in LA at Crustaceans. This is when they still had the upstairs. So anyway, she sent it to him, and I remember she showed me, he texted back, LOL, done. You know, that was that. And then I can't remember the exact time frame, but then later he reaches back out to her and he's like, someone told me that Miss Lawrence can sing. And she's like, oh my God, like a bird. And he said, have him record something and send it to me. I'm thinking about doing something. And okay, so I go to the hotel room that night and I sang Sylvester Mighty Real. You
Yeah.
make me feel mighty real. Anyway,
Yeah.
and I sang
You can
it.
keep going. You can keep going. No. Okay.
I sang it, and again, caught up in my head. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really like this. I don't really sound good. I'm not in the best voice. I'm a little raspy. Da, 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 da. Bevan's like, bitch, send me the fucking song, girl.
Oh my God, that's mother
That's
down.
all. So I sent it to her, and she sent it to Lee. He calls me. I forget how many days, or if it was a week or so later. He calls me. I was back there. I think I was cleaning up or doing something real domesticated, child. You know, something real domesticated. And he's like, Miss Lawrence. And I'm like, yes. You know, I'm always shady if I don't know you. I'm like, yes. But it was a 917 number.
It was 917.
It was a 917
Go back
number.
to that.
Bitch was like,
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So so he's like, it's Lee Daniel. I was like, oh my God. I was like, hi, Lee. He said, bitch, I didn't know you could sing like that. Then he just turns into Lee. And I was like, oh, I said, yeah, I've been singing for a minute, you know, da 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 da. And he's like, honey, oh my God, I've been thinking about doing this movie and da 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 da. I've been thinking about doing something with Sylvester. You give me that. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but honey, I'm gonna tell you. But then he says, hold on, somebody wants to speak to you. And then this guy gets on the phone, and they're like, hi, Miss Lawrence. I'm like, hi. They say, this is Lenny Kravitz. And I'm like, bitch, I put the broom down. I sat down on the bed.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah, so he told me he was a fan of Fashion Queens and he loved My work. He said
Stop.
he had just heard me singing. Lee played it for him, and he was like, "Your voice is incredible. Just make sure you sing. That's it. Just make sure you sing. Just do it. You know." And that was it. And Lee says, "I'm gonna do something with you. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna do something with you." And that was it. And then I ran into him again at the National Action Network Gala at the convention, the gala party they had. They honored Lee that year with, I forgot which award it was he got, but we ran into him and he tells me, he says, "I think I'm going to put you on Empire. I think I'm going to put you on Empire. I was going to do, I think I'm going to put you on Empire. I think I know what I want to do." And I was
These
like, "Okay."
impersonations, by the way, Miss Lawrence is a master impersonator. So this is what all of these people sound like, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, and he's like, "I think I'm gonna do that." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, it's hard for me to show emotion like in public. Like I just something I don't. It's hard to do. But I can be like so thankful and so like overwhelmed on the inside. Like I'll be boohooed on the inside, but you'll never know because I'm like, I don't want my mascara to run and no shit like that. Anyway, right. So, honey, so then there's that. That happened. He said, "Anyway, I'll be in touch." Some weeks go by. I'm on a plane heading back home to Atlanta from New York because I just finished doing taping episode of Fashion Queens, and I hadn't shut my plane off yet. I mean, my phone off yet. You know, the plane. I hadn't shut it off yet. You know, I'm one of them ones. I'm not cutting my phone off, bitch, until we in the air. Yeah. Anyway, and I get a phone call. "Hey, it's Lee." Talking real fast. "Hey, it's Lee. So listen, I'm putting you on the first episode in Empire, second season, first episode. I'm trying to get Fox to let you sing. They're trying to give me pushback, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna get done. I'm gonna figure it out." But anyway, I just wanted to plant that, let you know, put you on alert for that. So I want to reach out to you. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my sister Leah. Maybe Leah will probably reach out to you. But anyway, honey. So listen, probably sometime in June. I don't know. I'll see you soon. That was it. Didn't hear back from him. I end up getting a phone call, an email from Leah Daniels, who handles casting, who's over casting, who's a casting director, and literally emailed me the script, the whole dates, everything, and in the script, it's Miss Lawrence singing Sylvester Mighty Real, where in the episode, Miss Lawrence is going to talk to Jamal, who was played by Jussie Smollett, about presenting him an award and trying to get trying to get Jamal to come to the awards. But he didn't want to because he was scared about being in that arena, because he was very masculine. Jamal was very masculine performing,
Yeah.
hadn't fully accepted everything that's entailed in the gay lifestyle.
Yeah.
So he was,
Yeah.
apprehensive about it. So I go and I'm begging and pleading him to come to the awards. And
you start off on his desk singing Mighty Real.
and I'm laying on
You
the
laid
piano.
on the
I'm laying on the piano.
Yes.
As Jamal walks in and I'm singing Sylvester Mighty Real.
How'd it go?
I
How'd it go
remember
again? How did it go?
"I've been dancing on the floor, darling, and I feel like I need some more." Listen, and you make me feel mighty real. You make me feel mighty real. You make me feel mighty real. Oh.
Yep. Yes.
This a little
Hearts on the screen. Give my brother love. Give my brother love. Yeah.
Listen, and
everything to me.
so that's what happened. So literally, that's what happened. And Lee was gagging. He was like, "Honey," and I remember him we had just gotten canceled. Bravo had just canceled Fashion Queen, and I remember going back in between camera takes, and he's just sitting there in his zone. Lee, he's like, How's it going over at your show with Bevy? I watch it. Me and Fisher, we love it." And I said, "Oh, they just canceled us." He said, "Did they? Good. I'm gonna put y'all all over Fox." That's what, and that's how that went. And And then I get another phone call like months later, and he's like, "I've been working on a new project, and I think I have a role for you." He said, "But I have to make you audition. You have to get audition because it's for Fox, and they're not going to let me hire you without auditioning you first. But I think I have a role for you." He said, "But I don't want Miss Lawrence. I don't want glamour. I want ratchet. I want hood, you know." And I'm like, okay, you know. So anyway, then came Star, and we collaborated on Miss Bruce, what she looks like, what he acts like, and yeah, and
I
that's
love
how
that.
that.
So he pretty much built a character around you, like with you. You were able to build in that.
Correct, absolutely, yeah.
That is beautiful.
And
Like,
it was so good because I know so many people growing up that are like a Miss Bruce that was in a salon that was, you know, flaming, honey. One of the flaming girls, honey. And was always the life of the party, always made people laugh, always had the latest tea and all that kind of stuff, but was also a voice of reason in a lot of situations, was
mm-hmm.
always that loyal friend, was always the one that you could talk to and tell your darkest secrets to, as Miss Bruce was to Miss Carlotta. And that is where myself and Miss Bruce mirrored one another. And so it was special. It was very important to be able to bring Miss Bruce to life on camera so that those people, that small demographic of people like a Miss Bruce, like Miss Lawrence, like a Billy was his title, to see more of us represented on screen. So it was good. It was really good.
Oh my! Did you feel a responsibility with that?
The, the only responsibility I felt was to give it my all and to do my best. And that's what I did, because I know what I learned from going from the beauty industry into entertainment is that when you do your best, that is what makes the room. That's what makes room, and that's what elevates you to higher levels. And so that was my response. My responsibility was to make sure that I did my best and to make sure that the messages were brought very, very vivid and very, you know, where they could be really understood, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Okay, and so on Star, you were able to sing with the greats. I mean,
I
you got
sang with
Patti LaBelle, Queen
Patti
Latifah.
LaBelle, Queen Latifah, Brandy. Yeah.
That's okay. So, what was that like? So, not only are you acting, you know, in your first role in terms of like your role for the first time, but you're also then singing with these greats. And so, how did that feel?
Hold on, I'm plugging my
Oh,
phone up because she want to do a show real quick. Hold on, I'm plugging. Hold on. Yeah, all right.
the
Listen,
show.
the first song I did on there was with Queen Latifah, and I just posted it for when for Little Richard, as an homage to Little Richard in his passing. Um, I was gagging. You know, it was listen, it was a gag. You know, I still don't even know. It's still very dreamy, even thinking about it. I knew that I knew I wanted to slay it, you know, and so that's what I focused on. I'm like, bitch, a song with Queen Latifah. And it was weird because we didn't record together. It was everything was
Yeah,
separate, you know, all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
But we performed it together in the scene, and I was just like, wow, Queen Latifah is rapping, which she, you know, hadn't done in years.
yeah.
She's rapping, and I'm singing the hook, and I'm able to pay homage to Little Richard all at the same time.
Ooh,
Listen, all I can say is God put the blood on me.
God put the blood on you, like,
Yes, He
and that's
did.
what I'm saying. So, like, it led you to all these places, like, yeah, the epicenter of so many that of so much for you. Like,
Yeah.
what does that like? What are the lessons that you're like? Because it seems like you just kind of again you do the work. You're focused on doing the work. You're not about a lot of the extras. But even in doing the work with your head down, you were led to this place. What was a lesson for you within that of that moment?
Um, I don't know what lessons I've learned. I would
Hmm.
say I don't know if there's a lesson. Only thing I would say is that I gave myself a pat on the back for doing what I was supposed to do because I did it well.
Hmm.
Because I did
Yes.
it well. And if I had to take anything from it, it would be to continue to do that. It would be to continue to do that as I did. And as seasons went on, I was able to have my own moment singing in a church with Harold Perrineau. Harold Perrineau, who's an incredible award nominated, various award nominated actor, legendary actor. You know, singing by myself, "Jesus Loves Me," which was a very special moment because I, as a child, my mother used to sing that to me and my sister as she was dropping us off to school and stuff like that. So that song, like that whole moment,
Oh,
yeah, that whole moment, yeah, it's right here. It's right here, and that led to me being able to be featured on the song that we did with Patty. Well, it was
with
all
Patti
of us. It's
LaBelle.
Patty
Yes.
LaBelle, Queen,
Family Affair.
everybody. Huh?
Family Affair, right?
Family Affair. Yeah,
Yes,
Mary J.
yes. So you're
Blige
doing a
version.
Mary J. Blige
Right,
song
and
with
Patty was
Patti
singing,
LaBelle.
"This Dancery." You know Patty. Yeah, Patty was. I'm sorry,
That is so iconic. Are you kidding me?
Patty was giving all of that.
No, that's
Let
iconic.
me
It's
put my
Mary J.
hold on.
What you doing? Fix yourself. How y'all doing out there? Okay. Miss Marina's coming back. Um, yeah, it feels like I might need more than an hour because this what
I had to put my
okay.
phone on the start.
Okay, you back. Okay, good. Um, okay, so do you think that that gave you the confidence or re-instilled your love for singing? I know you've been singing all the time throughout. You sing in your own private moments and whatever, but in terms of wanting to release this single and say her name, like, do you think that Star gave you some of that courage to kind of step back into the scene in that way?
Yes. Yes, it did. It did. I got I got used to. I
Like
didn't not.
you're
I
singing
didn't
with the
get
greats
necessarily
now.
used to. I'm sorry.
I said you're singing with the greats. I mean, you're
Singing with the
on
greats,
live
but also,
TV and
I hadn't done a lot of recording. The studio was very
mm,
foreign to
foreign
me.
to you.
I
Got
hadn't done a
you.
lot of recording, so being able to be on Star, we had studio and stuff. I'm working with engineers, da 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 da. So I was able to get a little more familiar with that. So that definitely was it. It was that part was very very encouraging. And then um, I mean, singing is there has never been a day when I didn't sing. I mean, since not one day that I haven't sang. I don't care if it was real quick in the bathroom or if it's on the phone. Relatives, mother, whoever, anybody be on
Yes.
the phone with a regular tape. I bust out the song all the time,
Yes. Yes.
all the
And we
time.
love it.
In the middle, and it could be the end of a song. I'll just bust out with it. It could be the middle of the song. There's no real sequence, no none of that. It's just So yeah,
Love that.
but
I
I
love
do
that.
think that Star being on Star definitely, I think it definitely inspired me to do more music. Being around a Patty, being around a Queen Latifah who encouraged me, and Brandy who always like, "Where's your music? You got to do music. You got what you waiting on? Come on, let's do. You
Oh,
got to do the music. Whatever you need, call me. You got my number. Da 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 da. All of that. My brother Luke James. Everybody just it always encouraged me to sing, and so yeah, and so I did it. I think it was I wanted to find what type of music actually spoke to me, and that was this whole disco gospely kind of message music,
ooh,
you know.
yes.
And
Yes.
and then it turned into finding the right people that get it, that got me, that got my spirit and everything. And Anita Wilson,
Insert
actually,
Anita
on
Wilson.
here, Anita Wilson was a client of mine when she would come to Atlanta. She
Oh,
was a
I didn't
client of
know
mine, and
that part.
I would sing, I'd be in the salon sing all the time. I'd be in the salon singing, and Anita asked, she's like, "When do you go? You got to use your voice. You got to do something. Wait, you got to do, something. When we gonna do something?" And when I was ready, I hit Anita up. I'm like, you know what? I know the
Oh,
kind of music I like, and it's the type of music I like is influenced a lot by gospel. And so I'm like, let me go to Anita. Let me hit Anita up because she offers.
yeah.
You
Which
ready? Let me
speaking
know.
of Anita Wilson, Miss Anita Wilson. She's in here now. Hey, Anita, we love you. And
She along with her husband
her
Rick
husband.
Robinson are the producers and vocal producer of "Say Her Name."
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Like y'all killed that. Is that Anita singing some of them backgrounds back there?
Oh yes, honey.
Ooh,
It's me and Anita and a
back
young lady
there.
by the name of Kaya.
Kaya. Oh
We
my
was
goodness.
we were hollering, right?
Y'all were hollering. So okay, so tell me about how then it came together. Yes, you met her, you know, you connected with them, but like even the idea of doing a homage to or to women in general. Like why that
Let
direction?
me be. It's the culture of women, So that
Culture of women.
I think
Yeah.
women have. It's a culture of its own. It's a culture of our own, and also no culture can exist without women. So that's why it's so important. It's not.
Yes.
It's every type of woman. It's every person that can identify something in themselves that's from a woman. That is the
Ooh.
culture of it. You understand what I'm saying? That
Yes.
is why you like it. That is why
Yes.
my father likes it. That's why that's why men like it, because it's something you can draw from. Whether it's the edification of an actual woman, whether it's the energy that woman, the spirit of a woman gives off. That's the culture of it all. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Yes.
that is what. Because of that, I've been able to be me. I've been able to call myself Miss Lawrence. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So
Yes.
why? Well, I couldn't imagine anything else to do first as an independent artist.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The lyrics, she's a mother, she's a boss, she wears the crown, she paid the cost.
She
I'm like,
made the post.
give it to me. Give
She's
me the lyrics.
walking. That we talking, singing. Bread maker, wrist taker, head shaker. Yes. Don't forsake her.
Don't forsake her. Say
Yeah.
her name. Everything to me. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, brother. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
And you don't think that you would have released this if you weren't? I mean, of course, you had already done this. This was
It would
something
have
you were
come out
planning to
eventually,
release.
but do I think?
Yeah.
I don't think I would have acted with urgency had it not been for
And we needed it.
where we are right now. I don't. I really don't. I don't think so. I would have been in my head, and it would have been. I don't know how much longer before I got it out. So that's one of the positives about Miss Corona.
Yes, Miss Corona.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's afforded us the
And I'm
time to
gonna tell
get
you
these
another
things
thing.
out.
Let me tell you another thing that really inspired it. When I learned about a lot of the data that show that the women that were leading certain countries, how they had fewer cases and they were doing better with Corona. And then I kept seeing all the images and hearing all the stories of the nurses who were predominantly women. There are male nurses that are also on the front lines and have done tremendous, work saving lives and stuff like that. But that was also really, really key in me. Like, oh man, it's something about that mama. It's something about
that mom.
It's
It
something
really
about that daughter, honey. It's all of those things. And then I look on,
something about.
then I think about my ballroom sisters and stuff that
We didn't even ballroom. There's
my
so much.
ballroom sisters, the ones that just give you life and really make you feel it. You know what I mean? I thought about everybody during this time because again, isolation breeds creativity. And so it's all of these things start coming and I'm like, let me just do it. And I thought of the concept to do like a video interview to get it out.
Which is beautiful.
Thank you. I ran it by a few of my close people. I ran it by a few people that I'm close to. I ran it by Anita and Rick, and and I did it. I figured it out, and I did it. Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's perfect. I absolutely love it. Now tell me in terms of like, yeah, we went through all these different worlds of yours. Like in those worlds, how have you mustered the spirit or even just kind of the gumption and the faith to step out in these different areas of your creativity? Like you respond and react to your creative urges in a way that a lot of people may not. And so what do you attribute that to?
Well, I had to grow up down here in the South um, during a time when people like me were not really accepted or fully embraced. So the idea that I became oblivious to people and what they thought and what they think, that's embedded in me. It's a gift and it's a curse. It's a gift and a curse. But so
You
it's easy for me to come up with what it is that I want to do and do it. Now, it may take me a minute to do it, and that's only because I'm just crazy like that, and I get in my head and I'm very critical of myself. That's only because I like perfection. But in terms of what somebody, no, I don't care. Once I create something, once I really honor my artistry, whatever it is, once it's out there, it no longer belongs to me. So
Ooh.
if anybody got anything bad to say, anything, it ain't up to me, baby. That you gotta take that up with the Holy Ghost, because it no longer belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I love that. Once you put it out there, it's not your responsibility
It
anymore.
ain't mine no more.
You've done your job.
It's
Yeah.
I gotta continue to usher it, but it's out there.
Ooh. Okay, real quick, because we only got 4 minutes. I really hate this. Always happens so fast. You mentioned the ballroom community. How has that informed how you even approach the world? Because you are like legendary mother of the House of Balenciaga, correct? Is
Yes.
that the title?
Yes.
Yes, everything to me. How has that
Ballroom,
informed how
let
you
me
move?
tell you
Yeah.
something really quick. Ballroom has given me a level of confidence, a level of being able to serve a bitch, a level of shade, the ability to be able to read like nobody else. I wouldn't have gotten from the ballroom culture. And so that is why any and everything that I do, ballroom is always going to be in it somewhere, because it's in me. Yeah. It's in me.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh my God, brother, we got 2 minutes left. Okay.
Come on, 2 minutes.
It all happened so fast. Wait, let me see if somebody there's questions. Do we,
And my thing messed up, so it don't even show the questions. I mean, it don't show, it don't show, like, I can't see comments just doing a show.
how did you feel when you shot Jesus Loves Me on Star? Loved your performance.
Thank you. Thank you. And I felt a big sense of nostalgia. Again, that's a song that my mother taught me. It's a song that's always been with me. It's a song that's been very integral in knowing that I have a halo over me, and that is Jesus in my walk. And so that's what I felt performing it, on the show. And I knew that, and I was hoping, and it did. So I knew that it would resonate with people that have that same idea about Jesus and about the spiritual world and themselves and where they connect in it.
Okay, brother. Real quick, I want you to give the people a quote to live by, or your best piece of advice for those other multi-creative people out there, and just how they can also see the successes you've seen in multiple areas.
Yes. A quote to live by is to honor your higher being and then honor yourself, and trust both, and just go.
Yes, brother. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you so much. Everybody, y'all go say her name. It's on all platforms right now. Support my brother. All the people the United States versus Billie Holiday. We didn't even talk about that. But that's coming soon. And you'll come back when we promote that. Yes. Okay?
I love
you so much. Wow. Okay. Bye. Thank you guys so much. I know I could have done so much more time with him. Like, there's so much. And I feel like I've rushed through everything, but you got little nuggets. We got little nuggets that you can take with you. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you guys download, support. The single is absolutely amazing. It's an homage to women and the feminine spirit. It's beautiful, and he's singing his face off. You too, Anita Wilson. Shout out to Rick and Anita for producing the song with him. I love you guys. Tomorrow I have Cesar Ramirez, amazing hairstylist. He's going to be on tomorrow, clocking in at 2 o'clock. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm saving this live. So, yes, for all of you who said save the live, I'm saving the live, of course. Thank you again, Ms. Lawrence. Thank you, Mother Bevy. We say your name. We say your name, Mother, and we say the name of all you amazing women out there. All right.